Cheers everyone, Womick here. Have you ever thought about what life would be like if all you wanted to do was bash people's head in and eat? Well, if you did, that might be a bit concerning. Nevertheless, we're going to explore that very way of thinking today by looking at the trolls of SpellForce, so if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, otherwise you'll become target practice for the troll stone throwers. Without any further ado, let's get into it. First of all, what do you think of the new intro? I tried making it a bit cleaner and I personally like it a lot, but let me know your thoughts below. In any case, let's talk trolls. The trolls actually have a lot of parallels with the orcs which we mentioned in the last video. They were both created by Zorah around the same time, that being between 1750 BC but most likely around 850 BC. They were also created for pretty much the same purpose. You see, when Zorah created the orcs, he wasn't too happy with how they turned out. Sure, they were war machines, but he wanted more. So he went back to the drawing board and decided to strip his next creation of everything that doesn't aid pure violence and killing. The result were the trolls, beasts of immense strength that rarely ever even feel pain. This made them undoubtedly insane fighters, but at a cost. You see, even though they were really strong physically, they were weak mentally, which basically means that they can't talk that well or, use magic. The closest thing they do get to magic is yelling, which makes them angry and thus hit a lot harder. You can kind of see why the trolls had no members in the circle despite being one of the 6 major races, right? Now, I want to touch upon their appearance a bit. For those who only played the recent SpellForce 3, you got the wrong picture in your head. The trolls in SpellForce aren't massive, this isn't Lord of the Rings and these aren't the Mines of Moria. Trolls here are just slightly taller than humans would be. They are certainly bigger in terms of bulkier, beefier, but they aren't 5 meters tall. Another physical feature of theirs is their thick leathery skin, which makes them really good against a lot of weapons like arrows. If you don't have something that packs a really strong punch, you shouldn't even try to hurt them because you're just gonna end up being dead. Trolls pretty much fight as soon as they are born. They fight their enemies, they fight for food, and they even fight for respect within their own tribe. Point is, they fight and they are really good at it. Even though they aren't good strategically, they just smash and it kinda works. So like we already mentioned, the trolls were created alongside the orcs in the Bone Temple on Xu, after which they started bolstering for the war against the light. At that time, they generally stuck to the orcs and did what they did, which was first to move to Urgath to check it out. All the races hated the swamps of Urgath because it's just a dangerous and bad place to be in, but not the trolls. They liked it quite a bit and decided to build themselves a settlement there, which is the only bigger troll tribe outside of the clan that exists on Io, Nagnag. What a fitting name. From there, they did what the other dark races did and went to Fiara to fight in the War of the 6 Races, which, as we know by now, they lost. But that was fine for them, because they got to hit stuff. Unlike the orcs and the dark elves who managed to create new settlements there, the trolls just kinda roamed around after the war, went into the mountains and built some huts there. Some of the more lucky trolls that ended up being in the Highmark became part of the clan under the Iron Lord, which is now their new home. But that's the thing about the trolls, they have no culture, no past, no tradition, they live in the here and now and they only live to fight and to eat, and I relate to at least one of those things. Their religion and who they worship is kinda weird as well. You'd think that they would worship Zorah, who created them, and some probably do, most likely the clan trolls, but most of them appear to like made up deities instead, such as Mukwa, which we see in Breath of Winter. Out of all the major races on Io, the trolls are the least widespread, but that's honestly fine for them, because as long as they have food, a wooden club in their hand, and someone's head to smash it against, the trolls are happy. And that will be the basic things about them. If you enjoyed, let me know by liking, sharing and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.